just a scratch. Here is your favorite fighter's favorite fighter. Longtime UFC veteran, Dan the Hangman Hooker, at times too tough for his own good. Breaks his arm in the win over Jalen Turner. I would argue that was one of the best fights of all of 2023. But the man has such an appetite for training in mixed martial arts that he got back in the gym too quickly. As such, re-broke the arm. Now a picture of health. Dan Hooker back on the proving ground. Remains to be seen as to whether or not he can get to a title fight. But tonight should be a good lens into the possibility that he could become the best in the world at some point down the line. Well, you can argue this man, Rafael Fiziev, is the most technically proficient, clean striker in the UFC lightweight division at present. It was amazing talking to Justin Gaethje in advance of his fight with Rafael Fiziev. Just the mind bend that it was trying to prepare for a striker as layered and as potent as Rafael Fiziev. Certainly the UFC career has not been perfect, but this is a man who leaves no stone unturned in training. He has a tremendous appetite for mixed martial arts improvement. And a lot of fight fans and pundits believe before all is said and done, Rafael Fiziev will fight for the world title. Tonight, though, is a win he's got to have. All right, both fighters have graced the octagon, and that means we are ready to go with live action from the Scotiabank Arena here in Toronto, where some of the best fans in all of MMA have come out to see our fights here tonight. Our tail of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. All right, we send it back inside the octagon. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Daniel the Hangman Hooker. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Rafael Fiziev. Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
All right, here we go at the start of this round. Big spot in a career full of them for one Daniel Hooker. You got to think one of his fights, likely the Dustin Poirier fight, is going to end up in the UFC Hall of Fame, but not necessarily looking for a war here tonight. He believes skill for skill, he is the better man in this equation and out to prove as much early enough. Lands a shot to the leg. And once again, looking for that highlight reel KO with that front kick. Lands a right hand out of that exchange.
He checked that last one.
Counters with a leg kick. Heady stuff there by Hooker. All right, so 1 minute into the fight, we've got a full-on brawl here, DC. It's great for the fans, not necessarily for the gas tank if this thing goes much longer.
Not great for the gas tank and not good for the old noggin. You can't take so many upside the head. Somebody's going to sleep. Oh, hurt. Ooh, big shot land.
You wonder if the offensive fighter's going to start to get frustrated here. Most, if not all, these shots are getting blocked.
They're getting blocked because he's fighting one of the best defensive fighters in the UFC.
Just missing on the high kick there. Well, you saw the tail of the tape. He has a reach advantage and made good use of it there with that punch. Nice body shot.
Great block. He's hurt. He's hurt.
2 minutes have expired off the round 1 clock here.
He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks.
Oh, brutal knee to the body. Big shots being landed on both sides here. Well, he rocked him, but couldn't finish him.
He rocked him, he hurt him bad. He couldn't find that one shot to close the door. Could not shut the lights off. And now, he's tasked with trying to find that shot again.
Fiziev gets caught by that straight punch. Can't take too many more of those. Misses with the left hook. Just over 2 minutes to go. Oh, nice strike landed there by Hooker. Well, eventually, you know he's going to turn this defense into offense, but he's certainly doing a nice job on the defensive end thus far.
They talk about the feeling out process. He's getting his opponent's timing. Now he's blocking everything. Expect counters as we go forward.
We need to get a takedown to win the round.
Quick jab lands there.
Hooker's bleeding from the mouth, Daniel. Looks as though there's a cut on his lip. Thankfully, he's a lot tougher than I am. Oh, trying to turn out the lights with that roundhouse kick, but just misses. That kick lands. Oh, nice hook. All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he got cut on the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse.
And both fighters exchange in the pocket. Circling towards the left now. Oh, punches in bunches as he lands another combination there. Really doing a nice job stringing his shots together.
He's doing a great job of stringing the shots together and also just mixing up the target and the attacks. Great job finding different places for his strikes to land.
30 seconds on the clock. Let's go.
Lands a jab.
Let's go. You got it.
Left hook to the head.
Another one. Yep. Up and the left hand.
Get the elbow.
Round 1 winding down here.
What does he do now that he has this clinch position?
Round 2 straight ahead. All right, there's the horn indicating the end of the round. So the fighter now with a cut on his lip. That is something he's going to have to deal with. You see the cut man not wasting any time getting in there. We'll see if he can shut that thing and prevent it from being a factor for him moving forward. All right, so there's the end of the round. He stayed committed to doing damage upstairs and landed a seminal blow in that round.
It was accumulation of those strikes. He kept hitting him over and over to the head. Eventually, he found the one that really did damage his opponent.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round here. Oh, nice straight punch there. Must be nice to have a reach advantage like this, DC. Inside leg kick is there. Hooker gets tagged by a solid uppercut there. Able to block the punch there.
Oh, nice.
Fiziev gets tagged by that straight punch. Nice land for the offense there. So the blood really starting to flow. Every time that area gets targeted, that cut's getting loose.
It's getting worse and worse, and you see the blood starting to come down. That is when you start to watch the fighter to see what type of effect it's starting to take on him, whether or not he's reaching for it, whether or not he's confused by where it's at. You got to start to watch his reactions now as we go forward.
Hooker gets stung by that leg kick. Missed with that attempt.
Let's go.
Oh my goodness.
Fiziev's eye now closing up. Punch to the body. No good, it's blocked.
Go after the cut. End this fight. End it.
Again, going back to the jab just out of range.
Keep moving.
Nice counter left there. Big hook. Oh, another stiff jab here. That's about as good as it gets with that weapon.
There it is. Take a shot now. Take a shot.
Under 3 to go, round 2. Pretty strong jab there by Fiziev.
Keep popping them off.
Oh, clean hook there. Hooker's got a pretty deep bruise now starting to appear on the right side of his body. His opponent has done a lot of work in that region tonight.
Do not back up.
Now he switches stances.
Right now.
Swing and a miss with that straight left hand.
Landing, you're
Well, this is absolutely the hurt business. It's hard to see which party is more injured, but I think both fighters have been really effective with their strikes in this one. Oh, good work with the jab there. Under 2 minutes to go in round 2. Just missed with the left there. Well, he's really picked up the pace here in round 2. Much more aggressive now here and starting to find himself in the pocket. Hooker is taking aim at that cut right now. A strong decision by him to land strikes on an area that he has already done significant damage on. Pretty significant welt to the left side. Oh, lands a nice straight. Well, don't get mad, get even, right? He got stunned by his opponent earlier in the round. He's clearly been losing since. Mentally, it appears as though he's checked out a little bit.
A lot easier said than done. When his opponent has the power that he possesses, it's hard for him to say, you know what, I'm going to take one to give one.
Oh, look at the welts all over that right thigh. Really starting to bruise now. Well, he is a tactician. He does not discriminate when it comes to his weapons. There's a side kick.
That side kick can go to the legs or to the body. What a technique.
All right, well, that blow is buffeting from that cut with each strike landed, and he continues to effectively target that area.
You know, we are talking about a guy with a super high fight IQ. So when you give him that blood, that crimson red is nothing more than something that inspires him to continue doing what he's doing. So you have got to change something. You got to get your head moving so you're not taking too much damage to that cut. Good round.
All right, so the round is over, and you see some obvious bleeding now. Looks like the cut is on the nose. Yes, it is. Cutman will try to get in there and shut it, but of course, as soon as he absorbs a strike this next round, that thing could reopen. Certainly bears watching here moving forward. All right, well, 1 minute of end swell can only do so much. Let us look back at some of the damaging strikes in that previous round.
It doesn't seem like it's going to do much, and if it does, he can't take any more of these shots. He was too stationary. He took everything square on the target. He's got to move his head, and he's got to be proactive instead of reactive in terms of his defenses.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. All right, next round is now underway. I thought there was pretty good back and forth action in the previous frame.
Yes, it wasn't a firefight. It wasn't two guys throwing the kitchen sink at each other. But you did see times where they came together and you saw the skill level of these two fighters.
Well, just as he did in the previous round, continuing to land a high number of strikes here, and he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down. Scary, scary proposition for the opponent. Fiziev's nose is just donating blood by the second here. I'm not so sure that nose isn't broken, DC. Hooker's punch to the body there doesn't get there. Nice job by the defense to block the shot.
Nice leg kick. He's hurt bad. He's hurt bad.
Oh, beautifully placed and timed kick there by Hooker.
But he needs to check one of these kicks. He has to discourage him from throwing this kick over and over again.
Double that jab now. Let's go.
Oh, misses with the jab. Well, now you see some visible damage on the side underneath the elbow. He told us he was going to invest in the body, and he hasn't missed a whole lot tonight.
You didn't expect him to do it this effective.
A lot of blood now, and yes, the doctor is going to be called in. The referee pauses the action. His nose is absolutely mangled.
It's smashed. He's done a great job of smashing that nose, pushing it back. You see the blood coming down the face into the mouth. But it should not affect him being able to see his opponent in front of him.
Doctor talking to the referee, and as if to say, I've seen worse. Fight's going to continue. The fans love it.
This dude chose violence when he showed up to work today.
All right, so some pretty significant adversity here, but the fight is going to continue. Fiziev's really bleeding something fierce now. That cut is not getting any better. Just over 3 minutes to go in round 3.
Oh, nice inside kick.
He's looking to land the right, just out of range. Fiziev going with the kick to the body. He's an outstanding kicker, but that attempt missed.
Beat him to the punch. Be first.
All right, so some definite damage underneath the elbow now on the side of his opponent. A lot of strikes to the body starting to add up.
Yeah, a lot of strikes to the body and mixing up the attack, not being one-dimensional, not headhunting inside the octagon. I think he has fought beautifully right now, and it's starting to show his
Combinations here.
Dan's in trouble. Dan's in trouble.
Well, not sure if he's lighter on his feet or what it is, but these last couple of rounds, he's been far more aggressive, a lot more pressure. Oh, he's really starting to light him up now. Hooker's nose is unrecognizable. It is mangled. It is cut open. I think it's probably broken at this point in time. Surgery next week, but now we'll see if mentally, physically, he can stay in this fight. Counter punches. Goodbye, Fiziev.
Look at him working at trying to shut the liver down. You can catch a body kick, but you got to step off to the side. You just can't take it clean.
And now leather being thrown on both sides.
Oh, nice high kick.
All right, so there it is, yet another strike to the body. Feels like that was what the game plan was rooted in coming in here tonight.
Absolutely, John, and you could think that he's setting him up to go up top, or honestly, if he continues to land at this rate, at this target, he could finish him here. So I wouldn't change anything unless he makes you. He got hurt again.
All right, so when is too much too much? I mean, I'm not sure I need to see this fighter absorb any further damage here tonight.
It's okay if his corner or...
On his back now, he's going for the rear naked choke.
Oh, he's got him in a choke here.
Oh, this could be the end of the fight.
Looks like the fight is over, guys. It's done.
Oh, wow, he got out and melted him.
What a beautiful display of submission defense. Not panicking whenever he was beat so greatly by that rear naked choke.
All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here. Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. And that'll do it. 15 minutes in the books. All right, heading back to the corner now, and we will keep a close eye on things. Fiziev's nose is thankful that's the end of the round. Got to be broken. A lot of blood coming out of that nose area. And we'll see if they indeed call on the ringside physician to take a closer look.
You ready? You ready? Let's do it.
Fourth round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Nice side.
He's just being more aggressive, and because he's being more aggressive and more loose with his strikes, he's landing.
I want you to make that cut worse now.
There's the kick. Well, he hasn't really showed any signs. Oh! Huge right hand! Oh, big left hand! Oh, another knockdown! All right, north-south position now, DC. We'll see how he chooses to advance from here. All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here.
He has done such a great job of targeting that cut that now he has his opponent in a critical situation. This is where he wants to be.
Fiziev gets back up again. He's out! Dan Hooker with a huge win tonight!
Oh my goodness.
Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 10 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout, Daniel the Hangman Hooker.
All right, so there he is, the man of the hour. What a massive knockout for him to get this win in style tonight.
He did everything he needed to do to find the knockout. Now he can celebrate with his family and friends as they earn this spectacular victory.